Peter was a very funny, amusing, witty man. He was also very anarchic and irreverent, not a great believer in institutions of any description. He worked on his own, self-employed. He worked with pianos. He was a piano tuner and a restorer. He was a very interesting, unusual man, and he had an interesting and unusual life. And I suppose I liked to think afterwards that he had an interesting and unusual funeral that was special to him. When you are watching somebody who is very seriously ill and they are dying and you're losing the person that mattered the most, being in control of his funeral was part of trying to cope with what is almost an unacceptable thing to have to cope with. And he himself certainly didn't believe in life after death. That was the end of his life and my life with him. I didn't want Peter to have a religious funeral. I knew that that would be completely wrong for him. I just think if you're involved in a major life event, you don't want words being spoken that don't have any relevance to you or that you don't believe in. It's a form of words that would have been meaningless. It would have been completely meaningless for Peter to have had a religious funeral. The words that I wrote about him was my tribute to him, my acknowledgement of his life. The next day, his ashes were sprinkled in his garden. Somebody described the cottage to me as a place to go and howl, and it certainly was. After he died, I could walk round the garden and cry my eyes out and nobody could hear me. But I just find it very peaceful and helpful to be here. A source of consolation, I think.